Hey everybody, Brendan the Realtor here. So, are we in a housing bubble where everything's about to crash because higher interest rates keep increasing? Let's answer that question along with reviewing our May data for 2022. Let's just jump into it. First of all, experts don't believe that any type of housing crash is about to happen. We're not in any type of bubble like we were in the Great Recession before. We're still suffering from housing shortage. Plus, millennials are starting to come into the housing market. They're starting to purchase, they're getting to that age. And so, with the growing population and with the inventory shortage, we should continue to expect to see prices appreciating till 2026. At least that's what the expert forecasts show. So then let's go into a recession conversation just real quick because everyone tends to talk, well, what happens in the recession? I'll just wait till things crash because of the recession. Well, let's look over the last 6 recessions, and you'll see 4 of the last 6, we've increased in appreciation, increased in prices from 1980, 81, 2001, and 2020. Now, of course, we had that 2008 crisis and crash because of the lending practices, but that looks like the exception. So now let's go into where are we with the mortgage rate projections. Now, this is old by just a few days, guys, because we already have a whole different story today when I record this. By last Friday, we were able to see interest rates were projected to be around the 5%, 5.4%. That's no longer the case because of inflation. And so, as of the day that I'm recording this, interest rates are at 6.1%, higher than what we expected. And we're expecting interest rates to continue to increase. There's going to be more of the conversation on what's going to happen under a little bit more into this video. But let's first go into last month's data real quick because this tells us a story. We do know that homes are continuing to sell fast. We're seeing at 14 days versus 13 days last year. We also see that the number of new listings increased by a little more than 20%. So you absolutely see that. That's from the 5,000 mark versus the 4,000 before. And our close price to list price ratio has increased 105 to 105%. So that means people are getting 5% above on average on closing on a property. The median close price also increased again from the previous month to 551,900. The active listings increased, like we mentioned, and sold listings also are at 3,350. And the inventory has again continued to increase. So we have 47 days on the market. Buyers, let's go into what reality is. So, first of all, you can absolutely buy at or below the list price. That is possible, at least over the last, I would say, 2 weeks. Inventory has doubled compared to this time last year. So I went ahead and put this little chart. As you can see, we're at 6,049 active listings as of this hour for the month of June. And so I want you to understand last year we're at about 3,000. So that's double. And if you compare it to January of 2022, that's 2,414. So, you're almost 3 times the amount. And that's why you see this huge difference. Now we're still below pre-pandemic times. So, look, we're still low on inventory, but we're just not as low as what we felt earlier this year. And interest rates. All right, this is a pain point. We said 6.1%. They continue to change and increase daily, depending on what's happening, with the market. So we'll watch that and provide additional updates. However, I want you to know that there are brand new programs out there that will allow you to lock in your interest rate today before you even find your home. So what you may not know is you can't lock in your interest rate that you get from the lender prior to finding your property before a few weeks ago. It just didn't work that way. Today you can. Today you are allowed to go ahead, lock in the interest rate up to 12 months. So if you had, some of my clients locked in at a 5.5% from last week, and they can keep shopping for that exact rate up to 12 months, and everybody else is already at 6.1%. So I would absolutely look into this program, but there's only some exclusive lenders that offer this. So I would, at the end of the day, just reach out to us. We'll hook you up 100%. and provide you and guide you in the right direction and right lender to speak with. We do, of course, have the home buyer and seller consultation if you have any kind of questions or you need guidance. Sellers, all right, look, the great sellers market that we had is just good. It's just good. It's good doesn't mean bad, okay? So don't get upset, but you're just not going to get that 100,000 over the list price. It just doesn't exist anymore. Because it's summertime, you're going to have more inventory. Double inventory does mean that you're going to get an average sales price. And if you're a delusional seller at a crazy list price, you're not going to sell. You're just going to sit. You're going to reduce the price well below what the true value is. So your selling strategy is just so incredibly important. I can't stress this enough. Please, please listen to a realtor who knows their data, can speak to data, and can go and give the recommendations based off of data. Okay, let them show you that proof. If everything goes well, you'll be under contract within 1 to 4 days. And I'll put a little asterisk. That depends, of course, on the surrounding competition as well. Or you'll be under contract within 30 to 45 days. Now, if you have any questions about this, please reach out, make a comment, whether it's any social media, and please reach out if you have, again, any questions whatsoever. We love to provide education. All right. See you in a few weeks.